Today, I took action to lift some of the restrictions on the Stay Home, Stay Safe order. I signed an executive order to allow some previously suspended forms of work that are lower risk for COVID-19 exposure so that they can resume on May 7th. That includes construction work, real estate activities, and work that is primarily and traditionally performed outdoors. My public health team will be monitoring very closely to evaluate the effects that these activities, that the effects of allowing these activities have on our public health. And I want to be clear, the Stay Home, Stay Safe order remains in effect until May 15th. It will not be business as usual in Michigan for some time, but we are starting to turn that dial. I want to make sure that Michiganders know you still shouldn't leave your home unless it's critical to run errands, to get to the grocery store or to the pharmacy, to engage in safe outdoor activities, or if you're going to work in one of these lower risk fields. And when you do leave your home, please make sure to wear a mask, to keep 6 feet apart from others. I want to also acknowledge that today's order includes the restart of manufacturing for the express purpose of producing items that help businesses that are modifying their workplaces to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Businesses such as examples like new partitions and cubicles, that type of thing, furniture that will help keep people distant when they return to their workplaces. If we all do our part to stay safe, we can lower the chance of a second wave of this virus and continue turning that dial and start to re-engage other sectors of our economy. It's going to be one step at a time in increments so we can stay safe and start to re-engage. The executive order I signed today also sets forth protocols for businesses to take so that their workers are safe. Like I've said before, my #1 priority is re-engaging sectors of our economy as we are looking at the #1 thing is the health and safety of workers and their families. I'm using every tool in my toolbox to protect Michiganders from the spread of this disease. And now, as we phase in the re-engagement, our businesses will also need to use every tool at their disposal to protect their employees. The construction industry, for example, will be adopting a set of best practices to protect their workers from infection. Practices that include things like designating a site supervisor to enforce COVID-19 control strategies, conducting daily health screenings of their employees, creating dedicated entry points, and if possible, or issuing stickers or other indicators to assure that all workers have been screened on a given day, identifying choke points and high-risk areas and controlling them to enable social distancing, and ensuring that sufficient hand washing or hand sanitizing stations are on the work site. In addition, I've already also signed an executive order that prohibits businesses from retaliating against workers who are afraid to go to work or who want to stay home to protect themselves and their families from COVID-19 if they feel that they have been exposed. Work is going to look and feel a little bit different than it has in the past, but these necessary steps will keep us safe as we re-engage our economy. Like individuals across the state, the vast majority of businesses have done the right thing by protecting their workers, and I'm grateful for their partnership. The action I'm taking today will ensure that the construction industry does move forward in a safe manner as well. This week, I've stood with leaders in business, in labor, and healthcare to talk about plans of how we re-engage the Michigan economy and protect our people in the process. This is an ongoing, all-hands-on-deck effort that begins with experts from all backgrounds. As we navigate this crisis, we are united in a common goal, re-engaging Michigan's economy safely in a way that protects our people. We're all on the same team, fighting against one common enemy, COVID-19.